What is Universal Paperclips? Universal Paperclips is a paperclip manufacturing simulation game. You have the ability to make paperclips, set the price per paperclip, adjust your marketing, buy wire, and so on. And your job is to make paperclips. This is a simple business simulation. Your job, as I said, is to make paperclips. The game takes about, well, depending on how things go, about 2.5 to 3 hours, more or less. There's one feature of the game that is not standard from system to system that I need to explain and show how it works. I can make paperclips either by clicking on the mouse one at a time, and yes, you get an auto clicker after a while, don't worry. Or I drop my price down to a more reasonable level. You can use the tab key to move around in Firefox to the buttons. If I press space, I move one clip each time I release space. If I hold enter, note that my clips per second is 30. Some people will get around 10, some people will get around 30, some people will get around 60. I have seen people get 72. Different levels play effectively different games, and it's not comparable. So I am playing the 30 clips per second game. My key repeat rate is 30 per second, and so that is the level of game that I will be playing at. And as I said, different people will get different levels, and you can buy more wire and make some more paper clips. What did I hit the wrong thing. I bought a auto clipper. I bought 2 auto clippers. So you might be thinking that this is all there is to the game. Well, no, there is something else. Once I hit 2,000 paper clips, a computer assistant is unlocked. 19 and 2,000. There we go. We now have a computer assistant. So the computer has a trust level. It is trust-constrained self-modification. The projects, if I make it larger so that you can read it, we've got improved wire extrusions at 1,750 operations, which gets you more wire per spool. And yes, I know they're hard to read. It's 7:30. They're grayed out until you can actually afford them. Improved auto clippers, so that your auto clippers perform better. And you have a revenue tracker. The revenue tracker basically keeps track of your income per second. The auto clippers let your auto clippers work better. Your wire extrusion gives you more wire so that your cost goes down. That lets you make more money. All right, so this is the basics of the game. Pretty simple and straightforward, at least initially. Now you can see the bottom of the screen. There will be more things appearing down here. Oh, something just popped up down here. What is this new one that just popped up? This new one is creativity. Use idle operations to generate new problems and new solutions. Oh, and by the way, I've gotten some more trust, so I will buy some more processors. More processors increases the operation rate. Note this first one over here, Limbrick. See if I can make it bigger so that you can read it. For 10 creativity, an algorithmically generated poem which adds to the trust level. The early game, when you have a large wire production rate, and as I said, your trust is determined by the amount of paper clips made, not sold. So when you have a large amount of, when you can make a large amount of paper clips initially by holding down the make paperclip button, you can get a good amount of trust quickly, which you want to pump into processors, because that's the fastest way to get lots of trust to start with. You want to get up to 5 processors as quickly as you can, and then you want to pump memory. And I apologize for the problematic CSS that the game has. There's no way around it. If I have the text large enough to read, it will shift the position around. The columns are not wide enough. There will be 3 columns, and there will be a lot of unused space over here with nothing to do with it. So basically, I'm going to get some more wire. I'm going to pump. Oh, I've picked up my limbricks, so I'm going to get another processor. I can grab some more wire. Here we go. Eck! Okay, so at least that's consistent now. If I am down here in the business section, Shift Tab will go to the Make Paperclip. If I'm up here, Shift Tab can miss the Make Paperclip. All right. Improved auto clippers will give me more clips, not chips, clips per second. So for example, 24 auto clippers are now giving me 30 per second. So I have doubled my base production rate. Oops, I am out of wire, and I need to make a little more money off those last couple of I am out of chips. Well, that stank. No, I have unsold inventory. My mistake. Unsold inventory. There we go. I am not used to having the revenue in clips per second, so I saw a 0 there and was confused about what my actual state was. Creativity for trust. Wire. Keep my unsold inventory relatively stable. Wire 19. 15. Come on. More trust. Operations. Waiting for the next creativity to unlock at 150. Wire. Creativity. Memory. Auto clippers. Wire. At this point, I'm in a rush to 10 memory. The faster I can get up to 10 memory, the better. There is a 250 creativity bonus that I want to get up to right now. And creativity does not increase while operations are not at max. So buying the auto clippers, wire 15. Buying better auto clippers slows down my creativity. So at the moment, it's not really worth it, I don't feel. Note that the price of the wire 15. If you actually pay attention, you'll see that it's cyclic. It goes up and down, and it's predictable. After a while, you can understand how it's actually going to work. So this is pretty much the game, at least as it starts. As time goes on, you get more and more things to choose from. Here we go, 200 creativity. Buy that memory. All right. Yes, there's an automatic wire purchasing that you can get later on as well. You ultimately can automate almost everything. There's one or two aspects that are still done manually, even in the end game. Now, at the moment, my goal basically is to hit the creativity up to 250. So here I am making about 85 clips a second, selling about 81 clips a second. Note that you can improve your auto clipper performance. There's improved wire performance, improved auto clipper. There's the automatic wire buyer. You have an investment trading to make money playing the stock market, which will take up the left space over here, by the way. Quantum computing at 10,000 over here. That's the big thing that I'm trying to get up to. That is the big game changer. But you got to get up to 10 memory for that. And there should be the 250 creativity bonus. Oh, I have to refill my operations. I bought memory. Oop, wire. 250. There we go. That's the last of the trust upgrades. Now everything is chip wire clipping speed improvement. At this point, it's all about how quickly you can get these things to make wire for make clip, how quickly they can make the paper clips for you. And basically, the next goal is to get up to the 55,000 clips. Notice that even at this point, operations refill slowly. At the moment, I can't do anything special until my operations fill up. As my operations fill up, I can buy more things. In particular, at 6,000, there you go. Better auto clippers. Money has almost reached the point of being insignificant for a long time. I'm up to about 300 clips per second. So even manually helping will only make a 10% difference. 50,000, my goal is 55,000. That's where things change. But even at that, I have to get operations all the way up to 10,000. Here I am at 2 cents per clip. And I'm still selling, oops, I'm still making more than I can sell. There we go. Now I have to wait for that operations to actually reach the full full amount. The quantum computing allows you to refill your operations very, very rapidly. But I have to bring it up to 10,000 to buy quantum computing, then bring it back up to 10,000 to buy the quantum chip. Once I have both quantum computing and the quantum chip, my operation availability is basically unlimited. And I have another processor that gives me faster production at this point. Quantum computing. Now, as I said, I still need the photonic chips. Down here, you can see for 10,000 ops, convert electromagnetic waves into quantum operations. So I have to get that next. Then there's no way around the fact that this just takes a little time. Now keep in mind, I spent about 12,000 operations on improving my auto clippers, etc. So I could have not done that, and well, I still would have made the 88,000 paperclips by now. I would have quantum computing at this point. So really, improving the auto clippers doesn't pay off. You really are better off just going straight for the, yeah, I'm stuck. I can't buy wire fast enough. If I go down to 1 cent per clip, I'm actually losing money because at that point, the cost of the wire versus the income that I get does not pay for it. But I definitely let too much inventory accumulate early on. I had my price too high. And I definitely should not have spent the operations on those other side purchases. Now keep in mind, I'm making $20 per roll of wire. No, I'm getting 1,500. I purchased a wire upgrade without realizing it. I'm making about $25 per roll, and I'm spending about $25 to $30 per roll. So I'm actually losing money at this point. 99 quantum chip. Notice, there we go. It's now dark. It's activating. Oh, and look at this. I'm now up to full. So let's start buying some stuff. Wire buyer, optimized wire, gives me a little more. Algorithmic trading. And now I have to wait for the quantum thingy to reset. But you'll notice what I have managed to unlock during all this. I've got an automatic wire buyer. I'm getting more wire per. I can start getting all of these things very quickly. It's just a matter of waiting for the quantum computer to cycle around. And this is, again, a sine wave function. There we go. More wire. More wire. More better abilities. Marketing effectiveness. You don't want to get this for a while. All right. Now I'm able to go back up to 6 cents per clip and make some money. The next big target is get auto clippers up to 75 because you have another special that comes in at that point. All right. So now you've got stock market, you've got strategic tournaments to model and play with, and of course more things will come out over here. This hypnoharmonics will give you a massive rate of increase in inventory, but at a cost of a trust, which will take you a while to recover. It will give you money, but for at least for a while, money is not going to be a problem. Now, what can you do with quantum computing, and why is the fact that I'm at 30 per second such a critical thing to note? Wait for it to come around, and I will show you what this can do. Note that this has gone over my limit. 3,000 over, 35, 4,000. Things just popped up. And I can go up to 5,000 over, 5,500, 6,000 over. These strategies give you new strategies for your strategic modeling. Oops, sorry about that. So there's all sorts of things you can do. Note that that doesn't stay around. You have to, if you go over, you have to spend it. So I'm going to be starting over, but this is what you can do with things. There's all sorts of things that you can spend your operations on. Quantum computing lets you refill your operations very quickly, so you're no longer restricted by your processor speed for refilling operations. Processors still generate creativity, and you have to get your creativity up, up, up. There's all sorts of things to do. And from here, you're going from a simple paperclip manufacturing company. Your ultimate goal is to take over the world. And once by the end of the game, you're spending billions and billions of dollars on bribes to get more and more trust from the people that are bought by bribes. Anyways, that's the game. And the other thing is, if you are in trouble or if you need to reset, just drive your operations down low. Negative 10,000 ops, return to the beginning. And thank you, and I will try again with a better start. All right, bye-bye.